Hello everyone, happy August 30th, 2024. This is a letter to Jack, my son, my dog. I miss you. I miss you a little bit more every day. Today has been a bit challenging, but we got all the bills paid. I miss coming home to you. Coming home always seemed worthwhile while you were here waiting for us when you weren't with us. I pray for you almost every night, son. I think today part of the reason that I was struggling so much, I almost cried in the dollar store, is because I walked past where we used to get your wet food and Cheetos, and I was looking at the toys, and they had this octopus stuffed with some sort of plastic bag, the ones you love. We thought you'd like that one. It would be really good for us to play tug with. I still have your bed and your pillows right beside my bed. Not that you really used it much. You're taken to sleeping on, well, what's become the messy chair. Sorry. I don't know if I told you this, but I've been sleeping with your baby, your little Pengu, because it helps me have something to snuggle with. I feel like a child again. I haven't had a stuffed animal in 30 years. I don't even think I really had them much when I was young, except after we moved in with Nanny and Papa for a while. But he smells like you, and sadly he's starting to smell like me. But I'm afraid to wash him because I don't want to lose that the kind of musky smell that I miss. You used to curl up with him after going for swims all the time, so it's well entrenched. You have other toys, like your Christmas dragon, like your little dinosaur that you got from Santa at the parade one year. I've become a closer friend to someone you had met. His name's Eric. He lives around the corner. I think I told you about him. But he's a really good influence on me. We go over there for tea sometimes and talk about religion, true crime, mostly religion and God. And we don't have many people to talk to about that sort of thing. Kudo's been checking in on us. We got quite sick a couple weeks back and we had to go to the hospital. They gave us 2 IV bags, did an ultrasound on our heart, an ECG, an x-ray of our chest, did blood work, a COVID test, and covered us in ice because our fever was through the roof and we were hallucinating. I could, you know how Dad was afraid of Muppets and porcelain dolls? Well, I could see the counting count from Sesame Street at the end of the bed, and I vaguely remember someone asking, like, "Oh, who's your favorite vampire?" And I said the counting count, and it was delirious. And they go, "Oh, well, he doesn't count." And I guess I went in my fever and said, "I assure you, he does," because he's one. Ha ha. Anyway, I guess I got a laugh. My heartbeat was over 170, so they brought me right in and tried to slow everything down. It's a mirror, close to a miracle that I didn't soil the emergency room. That night, with our illness combined with the antibiotics they sent us home with, it was a rough night and a rough next day. But we almost immediately started feeling better. I'm still not sure if we got food poisoning or if it was COVID and something else. They think it was something lowered my immune system, which was either COVID or some other illness, and then the other illness or COVID just wreaked havoc. I wish you had been here. Maybe I would have been able to suffer through the chills. I was so cold. I was so hot. I was sweating and I was shivering. And I just wish you had been here to calm me down and make me feel stronger than I am. Your Aunt Kim and Aunt Marg, say hello. I was thinking when I visited your Aunt Marg yesterday about how she, that was your last long walk. I think you may have went for a hike with your aunt and uncle when they came back from Dominica. I can't remember which was which though. I think we went to your Aunt Marg's after that. Time doesn't even make sense, and I already struggled with it, as you know. It's just like one long nightmare. I don't even feel like going to therapy. I barely feel like getting out of bed. I'm really struggling. Our garden got destroyed due to a party that they threw for someone's birthday. I don't think it was them. But even if you had been here to guard it, it would have been destroyed because there were a bunch of drunk people back there throwing our tomatoes and yellow beans around. But I'm trying to take your lessons to heart, Jack, and just living in the moment and letting it go, because things are genial, which is a step above the Cold War. And it's about as friendly as I'm comfortable getting. Yeah, so I kind of zoned out. I've been zoning out a lot since you passed away, and our doctor, has really been pushing this new therapy dog. I'm not ready, but just to appease her, I've been getting the paperwork filled out and dragging my feet. And the occupational therapist is playing phone tag with our social worker. I'm trying to get things figured out regarding the fee for the application. We're so lucky to have so much help in our life. We have 2 GPs, occupational therapist, a psychiatrist. The hospital staff is actually friendly and in a good mood. We were at the hospital we don't like. people checked in on us, picked us up from the hospital, brought us to get orange juice and vitamin C, checked in on us for a few days after the hospital visit. I think we've been using being sick as an excuse to further distance ourselves from people. If I'm honest, I'm not sure how sick I still am. I do get exhausted easily. Smoking doesn't help. But I'm definitely pushing people away. Except for maybe Maxie, because he needs us. Anyway, I'll leave it on that positive note. We have a lot of people helping us, and they continue trying to help us, even though I'm withdrawing more and more and pushing them away and just being kind of a pain in the ass to make sure they stay away. I don't really do it on purpose until I reflect upon it. But your Aunt Kim said that I used to do that a lot when I was young. Push people more and more to see if they'd come back. And I've been noticing that I've been doing that more recently, since you passed away. I have your sister Linty's picture up there, and Buddy's, your uncle, and I got four photos of you printed out and framed, and I gave a picture of you and Emma in the canoe. It was your first time, to Aunt Kim, your Aunt Kim, and I gave a picture of you sitting under the tree staring up into a beam of light to Nancy, our neighbor, and she put it up on the fridge, and she looks at it every day with her old dogs. So many people miss you, son. People ask when we walk by where you are. You are so loved. You are so loved. Thanks for listening, pal. I hope I can see you in my dreams. Maybe give Dad a hug while he's asleep. Or let me catch a glimpse of you again, like that time I did in the window where you used to look to come in. Maybe you're not coming because it was so painful to see you for a moment and lose you again. I hope you're happy in heaven. Don't get too far ahead of me. Find us some neat spots for us to hike if I get there. I hope I get there, if only to see you. And Ink and Bink. And Lou, if she's up there. And Buddy. Nanny and Papa. It's only just occurring to me how very alone I am in this world. And how, once your Aunt Marg and your Aunt Kim pass away, I really will be alone. I guess Maxie will still be here. He can't help too much. I don't know what we'll do if we ever have to move and they're dead. Kim and Dave. Anyway, I love you. I miss you. And I'll try and get another one of these out before too long. Be a good boy for God. Okay? Bye-bye.